Hey everyone, today we'll be discussing about the New York Mets. The expectations for this year is to make the playoffs, hopefully stay healthy with a new manager and Luis Rojas. The expectations are very high in New York. To go along with the cross rival, the New York Yankees, the Mets have to live up to expectations. They took a big hit this year with Noah Syndergaard undergoing Tommy John surgery. But the strength of this team is pitching staff and bullpen. Let's start off. Their number one starter, Jacob deGrom, Cy Young Award winner, one of the top pitchers in the game. Their number two starter, Marcus Stroman. He has to prove he's consistent this year. Their number three starter, Steven Matz. Their number four starter, free agent acquisition of Rick Porcello. He needs a bounce back year. The number five starter, Michael Wacha. He needs a bounce back year also. But the strength of this team, in my opinion, is the bullpen. Edwin Diaz is the closer. He has to bounce back after a horrible season last year. Their setup man signed as a free agent to a one-year deal from the New York Yankees and Dylan Betances. I really believe if healthy, this guy is going to put up some great numbers this year. Their seventh inning setup man, Jarius Familia. He also had a down year after they signed him to a 3-year, $36 million contract. He didn't live up to it, but this year, I think with Edwin Diaz hopefully bouncing back with the acquisition of Dylan Betances, Jarius Familia goes into his role as a seventh inning setup man, which I think he'll do very well. Now we're looking at the middle relief. You got Seth Lugo, Robert Galsman, Brad Brock, the left-handed specialist, and Justin Wilson. Also, they signed Jared Hughes, which he could be a key opponent to the bullpen with the 30-man roster. Now we got to look at the offensive side. Yoenis Cespedes is the key after losing him to injury last year. This year, they're saying, in the words of Michael Conforto, he looks very healthy, he looks big, he's ready to go. We got at catcher Wilson Ramos. We're not expecting big numbers, but his leadership, his veteran leadership, could help lead this team. We got Pete Alonso, Rookie of the Year last year, a home run leader, an MVP candidate. Their second baseman, Robinson Cano, which needs a bounce back year. In a short season, I really believe he can do it. His shortstop is Ahmed Rosario. He also needs to put up some numbers. He's good defensively, but he has to put up some numbers. The starting third baseman this year is Jeff McNeil. He has a high batting average. He's not known for power, but he can sure drive in runs, doubles, triples. Plus, he's your leadoff guy for the top of the order. They're starting left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. I really believe he can do very well this year if healthy. The starting center fielder is Brandon Nimmo, another young guy who could put up some numbers. The starting right fielder is Michael Conforto. This is a big year for him. He's a free agent after this year. Their DH, which you can switch. Their DH could be Yoenis Cespedes. Their left fielder could be J.D. Davis or Jake Marisnick or Dominic Smith. They got a lot of options, so that would be their lineup. With their bench, their backup catcher, Thomas Needle. Their backup first baseman, probably Matt Adams or Dominic Smith. Their backup infielder in J.D. Davis, Jed Lowry. Jed Lowry's been a question mark since he signed that 2-year, $20 million contract. He hasn't been healthy. Now they're saying that he's ready to go. Their backup outfielder, Jake Marisnick, provides outfield depth. The quest for this year is to try to win the National League East. If not, try to get into the wild card. This is the strongest division in Major League Baseball, the National League East. With the World Series champions and Washington Nationals, The Atlanta Braves up and coming. They got a stacked pitching staff, a stacked bullpen, and a great offense with a lot of young guys. Which leaves the New York Mets. Could be the team that can overthrow them if healthy and they pitch well and they hit well. Also, you got the Philadelphia Phillies in that division to go along with Bryce Harper. They got probably one of the best lineups in the MLB baseball. But the pitching staff is a question mark, and so is their bullpen. The Miami Marlins are rebuilding, so there's not much to worry about there, but they're going in the right direction. The Mets have to get off to a good start. After all the chaos in the offseason with the hiring of Carlos Beltran, and then him stepping away and hiring Luis Rojas. With Luis Rojas, the players have his back. They really respect him, and hopefully he'll get this team going in the right direction. That comes to the ownership and the Wilpons. A lot of people is trying to buy the Mets. Hopefully they do. I do believe they need new ownership and an owner that strive for winning for the New York Mets. Key to this team: depth, staying healthy, and playing to their best ability, and hopefully come out as NL East champions or taking one of the last two spots of the wild card. That is the key to this season. I think with 60 games, I really believe if they get off to a hot start, this team could really go far with the pitching staff and their bullpen. The most important key to this team this year will be their offense. Staying healthy, having bounce back years from Robinson Cano, Aim Rosario, Jeff McNeil, Yoenis Cespedes, Michael Conforto, Brandon Nemo. The acquisitions they made this year, they should really have a promising season. Thank you all.